It's the week before the big holiday, and we are in studio, Sonnies.
It's Monday.
It's Motivational Monday.
10 days till Christmas.
10 days until Christmas. We are very...
And it's cold.
Cold. It's warm in the studio. Limelight paid their bills. Thank you very much, Limelight, for keeping our lights on.
Yes.
But good morning, Sonnies. Today's show is one of those that runs full of emotional marathons. We've got some breaking news, some tragic breaking news that we're going to be talking about, some community chaos, holiday magic, and yes, a few stories that made us both say, okay, what? Okay, the show is about to get fired up for kids, for community, for culture, and sometimes it's an absolute nonsense that only St. Augustine can deliver. That's us
true.
right here, boo. But I got to turn it over to the queen of the Sunny Snack Scene. Mel, give us some food highlights from over the weekend.
Okay, well, this morning I went to Everything Bagel on my way in. I did an Everything Bagel toasted with egg and cheese. Let me tell you, it was so good. It was really good.
Tell me, because it's very important, I come from the north, that you get bagels right.
Yeah, because they bring the water in.
It's right. You've got to bring
Yes.
the water in. It is about the water. It needs to be crunchy on the top, chewy in
Yes,
the middle.
absolutely.
I love a bagel. Bagels really
Yeah,
are a
and
world
then
peace for me.
yesterday
would
we
you
went-
go donut or would you go bagel?
Bagel.
Bagel all day.
Yep. We went to Bees yesterday, and it was good. I hadn't been there yet. They do these cast iron skillet pizzas that are like gluten free and stuff, and it still tasted like it had glutens in it, so it was good with me. You know, hummus. They had some interesting hummus there, so it was interesting.
Selling it.
No, it was different.
Well, we also
So-
stopped by our favorite shop, which is Spice and Tea Exchange.
Oh, my God.
We have the 12 days of flavor
Yes.
going on today. We have a very interesting tea that we're trying
me
today.
smell.
It's called Morning Mindset Pura. I'm not kidding you. Pura black tea. I did pull up
This
some.
reminds me of oh geez, I'm trying to.
You better say it right, because she got mad at you for calling chocolate nut a chocolate chip.
No, the smell. It reminds me of.
Of a
This
man.
reminds me like if you just
Reminds me of a man.
if you make it in your house, it's like the perfect like holiday smell.
All right, so Pura tea, it comes from the Yunnan province in
Like
China.
frankincense.
And it's fermented and aged, kind of like wine or cheese. So this is like a slow
Okay.
process. Instead of getting stale over time, Pura tea actually gets better and more complex as it ages. Now, you got like nodes of earthy, woody, mossy, smooth, deep, grounding. So it's very earth tone, almost like a black green tea-ish kind of moment here over here.
But
yeah.
it's not.
But it's not. But it's delicious. So that big shout out to Spicy over Spice and Tea Exchange. There are so many teas that we get to try on the 12 days of flavor.
So let me ask you this. And Sunny's out there. When you hear somebody describe something as it tastes really earthy, what do you hear when they say
it
that?
says no sugar to me in my head.
It says
I
dirt.
can have that. Yes.
It says dirt to me.
It says natural.
It tastes very earthy. It's like dirt.
Delicious. I love dirt
know?
and leaves and bark and anything that like, okay, I'm going to live an extra 20 years. I'm
Oh
going to
my
drink
God.
that. Yes.
But today, I'm so excited because we are sitting down with the one and only Teresa Andrews, Director of Development at Epic Behavioral Healthcare, and she's also the Director of Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yes.
And she talks about what it truly means to show up for a child who's waiting. And we're diving into the wait list, the numbers behind it, and all things on how to be a big. That does not take a lot of time.
I want to know why this program runs under Epic Behavioral Healthcare umbrella. So we're going to get into that.
She tells us all about it,
Okay,
yeah.
that's going to be super good. Super good conversation. We also, our California correspondent, a.k.a. Ashim Flores, sent us over a message. We have breaking news today.
I
We
know
have
this is so
sad,
devastating.
Heartbreaking news. The sudden death of Rob and Michelle Reiner. We're going to unpack this with my indigestion. We're going to unpack
You
this
got
today.
agitas.
I know, it's still from the...
So sad.
Anyway, this is a very sad story. Is a legendary human being. We're going to celebrate the legendary career of Rob Reiner as well.
Absolutely. Plus, a Goodwill donation story that went from sweaters to shrapnel.
Wait until you hear this story.
Yeah.
OMG.
You can have this with the side of your agita, David.
Yeah. Heartwarming national news also that will stop you in your tracks. We also, of course, we've got our holiday horoscopes, but the stars changed it up a little bit today, so it's not
Okay.
like our usual. It's a little bit something different. We got Mel's playlist. That's still trending, doing pretty good with the deep cuts.
facts.
I like
They like
this.
the facts.
I like that. We also have an Italian food trauma with some professional guidance with, of course, Melanie right here. Sunshine Shenanigans story, so cheap. Oh, I found the cheapest grandma in the face of the earth. I can't
my
wait
God.
I'm going to spill some tea on that one. Yeah.
Oh my God. It's festive, it's chaotic, it's meaningful, and somehow it all just makes sense together, kind of like Sunny TV.
Yeah, I feel like it's fierce and fresh and it's fabulous. It's Sunny
Sunny
TV,
TV.
baby. And
Here we
we're
go.
gonna say hi to our title sponsors, the Bailey Group and Steve Chapman's All-American Air.
Steve Chapman.
Be ready for anything with the Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All American Air Conditioning, voted best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
Yeah, we got a big reminder. Steve Chapman's All-American Air. I got to tell you, those
Get
storage...
it serviced before you kick that heat on.
Oh, girl, I learned that the hard way. But also, we also have to remind people of their storage
Units,
Yep.
climate control. The only way to go, especially in Florida.
Yeah, you don't want the mold.
No, because it'll ruin. I made that mistake. I did a storage unit that wasn't climate controlled, and I had furniture in there, really nice
Right.
pieces. Well, they all got ruined.
I mean, talk about this aged tea.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
don't
telling
put
you,
it in there.
you
It's
don't
gotta
want
be
your
climate
stuff
controlled.
to be aged. This is actually something you can
No,
drink.
and
yeah.
actually, when we stopped by yesterday at Spice and Tea Exchange and saw Colleen, I talked to her about my husband because he likes to like smoke meats and the green egg, and he likes to do the grills and stuff.
Manly things.
Yeah, so she's actually going to help me
Man
put
meats.
together a basket for him for Christmas with like different rubs and spices and all the
You
things.
spoiled the
So
surprise.
he's at work right now. He's not. He doesn't even have Facebook anymore.
Oh, that's true.
So the only thing he does is he watches the reels on the Instagrams because
Good.
that's what he has. So
That's wonderful.
just don't make a reel of this.
Speaking of wonderful, I love this weather. Everyone
All
else
right,
hates it,
well.
but I love a chill in the air.
So, guys, I'm gonna Captain Obvious here. It's cold. The wind has been absolutely insane. It knocked one of my wreaths off my front window. I have these big wreaths on the front windows, and one of them I noticed when I was backing out of the driveway. I'm like, oh, it's gone. So today is going to be a high of 54, but it's going to feel like 50 all day.
I gotta ask a dumb question.
Yeah, what's your dumb question?
When you do the teas, Colleen, because we're probably going to lose Colleen because she has to run a store. Colleen, while you're here, when you do the teas, can I continue to pour over, or do I got to reset the leaves every time? I'm
Oh, I
telling
don't
you,
know.
this is not cheap. This is
Colleen,
wonderful.
help. We need answers here.
All right, go.
All right, so the wind gusts are 28 miles per hour. The wind is northeast at 18 miles an hour, and the air quality is fair.
We go through some tea in this town.
I know. Let me tell you something. Tonight it's going to get down to 47.
Cold.
But it's going to feel
Like,
30.
okay.
Yeah, so-
nice, like my age. I
Today's
wish.
a good dog walking day, but you want to wait till about noon because that's when it gets up to about 52.
Well, we talked to Joey Romer.
But you gotta
shout
know
out
your
Tail
breed.
Waggers. Shout out Tail
Yeah,
Waggers real
know
quick.
your breed if they need little boots
He
on.
said dogs have fur. This is like their season to be. I mean, my
Yeah.
girls are walking loud and proud in the streets with this beautiful weather. I love it. But yeah, just saying.
Do the dog walk. Get outside because it's going to be sunny.
Yeah.
So you could still get sunburned, so use sunscreen.
Listen, you guys, breaking news
Oh, this is so
morning.
sad.
This happened yesterday. Hollywood tragedy. Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, found dead. We have heartbreaking news out of Los Angeles today. Beloved filmmaker and actor Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, were found dead inside their home on Sunday afternoon. Police responded to a medical aid call and discovered the couple with wounds consistent with a knife. Sources familiar with the investigation say today, and allegedly the adult son, his name is Nick, I believe, is questioned by authorities in connection with their deaths, but at this time, no formal arrests have been announced, and law enforcement continues to investigate.
Yeah, according to sources, it was the Reiner's daughter who discovered her parents and alerted the police. Rob Reiner he was a towering figure in entertainment.
My God.
He first became known for his Emmy-winning role on the iconic sitcom All in the Family,
Yep.
and later directed some of Hollywood's most memorable films, including This Is Spinal Tap in 1984.
Incredible film.
Yep.
Oh
When
my God.
Harry Met Sally,
Yeah.
Stand By Me, one of my favorite movies, The Princess Bride, Misery, and A Few Good Men.
I didn't know he did Misery.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a scary one. Yeah.
This is so sad.
The Reiner family has released a brief statement expressing profound sadness and requesting privacy, obviously, right now. This is a developing story. We will continue to keep you guys posted, but this is just Heartbreak Hotel. Like, I really,
know.
it's sad when things like this happen. I
And-
heard the son was what, schizophrenic?
and
ugh.
had an addiction issue. But here's something interesting, and I did learn this working at Epic.
Okay.
So sometimes when people do like a lot of heavy, like illicit drugs, like the heavier ones, I guess.
Like the heroines and
And like methamphetamines
bath
and things like
salts.
that. It makes the brain, it's called a drug-induced schizophrenia. So if it's for such an extended period of time with very heavy drugs, it actually changes your brain and turns you schizophrenic.
chemical.
Yeah. So scary.
Kind of like. All right. Well, let's try to bring it up a notch here with the local music
Here we
report.
go. There's a lot today.
Wait, because it's almost the
Holidays.
Holidays.
Holiday.
Drum it, hum it down, Sunnies. It's time for the local music report to make you proud on this Monday, December 15th, 10 days before Christmas.
Mary Chrysler.
Jim Lamb, Milltop Tavern at
Residency.
noon. Richard Konsicki, again, Cafe Alcazar. What time do you think he's at there?
I think it's going to go at 12:15. Don't get there at 12:14 because he hadn't started yet.
He doesn't. He will start at 12:15. Perfect. Craig Smith, Bin 39 Wine Bar, 1 o'clock. Zaza Flamenco.
We saw her on our Grinchy tour.
We saw her on the Grinchy tour. We were super excited. We verbally attacked her from the street. It was
Yeah, we
awesome.
did.
With love.
I was like, Zaza, Zaza.
So good.
Like a creepy fan.
Bin 39 Wine Bar, 1 o'clock. Reggie Starrett, trading it up at Tradewinds Lounge at 1.
Okay.
Brett Blackshear at Bin 39 Wine Bar at 4. Hey, don't forget the Christmas market at Colonial Quarter still
going to
going
it
on.
tomorrow night.
No idea why this is on the music report, but I always put it in there just to give a shout out to them because apparently they're making some music over there too.
Well-
Honestly, this is a really cool market.
I'm going tomorrow night.
Oh, super
Because
cool.
we're doing our zone staff is going on a Grinch tour.
Oh my God, you get to do 2?
I get to do 2
What
Grinch
a brat.
tours.
I love it. All right, John Q at the Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Kevin Edwards at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5. Mark Hart at Tradewinds Lounge at 5. Holiday concerts presented by Old Town Trolley.
You down with OTT?
He'll be at the Visitor Center at 6 o'clock. You know me, Edwin Barbosa, Casamaya at 6 o'clock. Taylor Roberts, no relation to Swift. I tried to find that out. No. Prohibition Kitchen, 6 o'clock. Legendary bad boy Bob Patterson, OC White's Restaurant. He's bad to the bone, baby. 6 o'clock p.m. Stu Weaver, Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill at 6 o'clock. Chase Rideman. If you have a chance to see Chase, I would run to see him. Chase it up. Pierre's Pub, 6 o'clock. Joe Downing, Salt Life Food Shack, 6 o'clock. Joshua Tennessee Worthy, wonder where he's from. Bin 39 Wine Bar, 7 o'clock p.m. Peter White Christmas with Mindy Abir and Vincent Inglala at I
That's
said
a
that
whole
horribly
lot to
wrong.
say.
Very, very tongue-tied there. Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, that's sweeping the nation, 8 o'clock p.m. John Q, Milltop Tavern at 9. And finishing off today, our favorite local STD, Johnson Burns, Tradewinds Lounge, 9
I
o'clock.
love Tradewinds. I do.
PM. Yeah, it's
They have a really
wonderful.
cool bathroom.
I love
in
it.
there.
And I have great expectations for the awesome Tail Waggers and Jimmy Jam Barbecue Slam.
Yes.
People are looking for a company. I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things.
Get ready, Sonnies. The Jimmy Jam Barbecue Slam is back Saturday, January 10th at the St. Johns County Fairgrounds. Gates open at 10 a.m. $20 admission, and kids 10 and under are free. There's a chili and chowder contest and a huge barbecue contest that's part of the People's Choice Awards. That's right, we need you to show up and show out and judge all the tasty bites. Plus tons more to see and do, like the Paul Bunyan Lumberjack Show or the K9 High Flying Disc Dog Show. There's a car show, live music, local vendors, and so much more. This event is pet friendly, and part of the proceeds goes to Tail Waggers Charitable Foundation, helping sheltered dogs across Northeast Florida get the love and support they need to find their forever homes. And so what do you say, Sonnies? Let's save the date. This is gonna be great. Get your tickets now or find out more information at JimmyJamBarbecueSlam.com.
Sonny, today's conversation is about the power of showing up. And we're talking big brothers, big sisters, and what truly means to be present for a child who's waiting. Of course, we know her, we love her. Teresa Andrews is back to the Sonny Studios. She's Director of Development over at Epic Behavioral Healthcare. She sees the waiting lists up close and the life-changing impact that one caring, consistent adult can take. Today, we're going to dive into the conversation of what it's like and why it's needed to be a big during the holiday season. Right, Mel?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I got the opportunity when I was working at Epic to be a big, and I also got the opportunity to work right directly underneath Teresa.
Amazing.
Which, by the way, there's no person that's calmer in this world than Teresa.
Absolutely. Teresa, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I love being here.
Awesome.
You're the best, Teresa.
Yeah,
I have
you
to
are
say
the
it.
best, Teresa. And honestly, so is this program, Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Can you dive in a little bit? And how does it fall under the umbrella of Epic Behavioral Healthcare?
Yeah, sometimes people are like, how did that happen? So a little history lesson. So back in 1982, Big Brothers Big Sisters of St. Johns County started. And it was its own nonprofit, had its own 501c3, was a full affiliate member of Big Brothers Big Sisters of America. But by the early 90s, it was struggling. And so with National's assistance, they approached Epic and said, hey, can Big Brothers Big Sisters come under your umbrella and be what's known as a sponsored organization? And there are other sponsored organizations around the country. And so it was perfect timing, and especially because our CEO at the time, excuse me, she had worked at a Big Brothers Big Sisters, so she was very familiar with it.
Okay.
And this really big study had just come out from Big Brothers Big Sisters of America that showed mentoring was a proven substance use prevention strategy. So kids who were mentored are less likely to use drugs and alcohol. And Epic has a huge prevention program. So it made sense to just kind of slide Big Brothers Big Sisters under Epic's umbrella.
Yeah, so to clear this up, EPIC stands for Education, Prevention, Intervention, and Counseling?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so this definitely falls under the
Yeah,
mission. That makes
definitely.
complete sense.
Yep.
Perfect.
And so we are still full affiliate members of Big Brothers Big Sisters of America. We have to follow their standards. We have to pass their compliance audits. So we're just like every other Big Brothers Big Sisters across the country. We just happen to be under Epic's umbrella, which I personally really like, because if we're working with one of our families and there's some stuff going up on, instead of saying, well, here, call this number, is, hey, let's walk down the sidewalk. I want to introduce you to somebody.
So Mel, tell the Sonnies out there what that experience was like to be a big and why it's so important right now.
So there's two different ways you can be a big. You can be community based. That's where you take your little out and you do activities like you might take them to a
little is
hockey
like
game.
a student
It's like
or
a kid,
a young child? Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So you may take them to the beach. You may take them, I don't know, ice skating if there is an ice skating rink.
There is.
Take them to get food, go fishing, whatever. And then there is site-based. Site-based is where you go to the little school and you are a registered volunteer and you get to have lunch with them, you play games with them, you read with them. The teacher will communicate, and that way you'll know if they're struggling on something. So
okay.
it was really cool. It got to the point first my little was like a little embarrassed when I'd walk into the lunchroom, but then all of a sudden I'd come in and be like, I would yell her name, and then she would turn on and be like, and her classmates would be like, your sister's here.
So
Not her
fun.
sister, but she really enjoyed it, and she liked to read. So we would read and we would do stuff like that. So for people that are like, it takes a lot of time, do the site-based. You go to the school during their lunch and that's it.
Right.
So why is this program so important right now, Teresa?
So, well, it's important all the time. But I think the holidays really, for some families, highlight the struggles they're having. You know, they're experience is not what people are seeing on TV, the nice commercials and the happy faces and all of that. There's stuff going on.
Well, it's an elevated time period. Everyone
Right.
is spending money. Everyone's buying gifts for
Right.
everybody. And the stress that these families have is a day-to-day basis.
Right.
So they don't have those extras
Right.
that come.
Right.
But an extra, like a big, could be really significant.
For sure. And so that's what we do call the adult volunteers, the big, and then the child in the program is the little. And so for a lot of times families, maybe they've been like, oh, it's not an issue. We're doing fine. But the kids are about to be home from school. And so things are going to feel very real, right? Working with your kid. Not that the kids are bad or anything, but it's just a lot. And so a lot of pressure, a lot of stress out there today. And so sometimes parents are like, well, why do I need extra help? I'm a good parent. We're not saying that they're not bad parents
True
at
story.
all.
Let's help
At
you.
all. They're wonderful parents, but sometimes you just need some extra support.
Yeah.
There's stuff going on. Maybe you're working 2 or 3 jobs just to keep things going, and you don't have time to take your child to do stuff, or maybe you have a big family. Like one of the littles in our program, her family is amazing, but there are a couple of special needs kids in the family, and they get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And the parents realize, you know what, this daughter, bless her heart, she's like parenting these littles, and she shouldn't have to do that. She should be a kid. And so they enrolled her in the program so she could go out and have fun and be a kid and have someone who was focused on her, which she didn't always get at home just because they had so much going on.
How do families find out about the program and to enroll their children?
So they hear about us at schools. We try to make sure that therapists in town, not just like mental health therapists, but like physical therapists and
Okay, cool.
autism, that they are very aware of our program as well. And then there's advertising. Like that's one of the really nice things about being part of Big Brothers Big Sisters of America is they do campaigns that cross the whole country,
Yeah.
so it doesn't come out of our budget. It's them. So people hear about it that way. And it's really nice that Big Brothers Big Sisters does have name recognition.
Absolutely.
Most people are familiar with it.
And they just actually they do a big holiday party every year, and they just had this huge holiday party
I
for all
love
the
that.
littles. So tell us a little bit about that
Yeah, how
exciting
was that?
party.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. So this is for some of our families, this is the highlight of the year, right? And so the littles come, they're allowed to bring their siblings, the parents come. If the big can come, they come too. So there's a ton of people there, and we have food, and we have a DJ for dancing, and we have Santa, of course, and every single child that comes gets a present. And thank you to the community. We had an Amazon gift wish list, and every single gift we needed for children got
That's
covered.
amazing.
That's awesome.
So that was amazing, and we so appreciate that. And then this year, something new that we did is we had carnival games because we have a board member who's really into the carnival games, has figured them out.
Oh, yeah?
And has won some of those, humongous, bigger than me stuffed animals.
Oh, great.
And they donated some of them. So kids played the games. They could win raffle tickets to try and win one of those. And so it was such a hoot. Those kids were like,
The parents
I'm
are like,
winning them.
thank you for the giant teddy bear in the house. I remember my parents too, like, great, more dust. No,
More
it's fine.
junk.
But it's
Yeah.
super fun
Yeah.
though. And I get
Yeah.
that. And that feeling of being a little kid to win one of those prizes is like an epic feeling, right?
no pun
see what I did
intended.
there.
Well, when
So-
the parents came in, I was like, if your kid wins, you have to commit to getting it home.
yeah,
It has to fit in your car. 'cause we're not taking
So
it for you.
given this time of year, and honestly, it's tough times for a lot of families out there. I can only imagine. How do you deal with all of the people that want to register? Is there a wait list? Do you have enough people to be able to get everybody satisfied?
It is juggling,
Okay.
right? So right now we have 30 kids on the waiting list.
30 kids on the wait list. God bless.
Now, and they're in different stages. Some of them have just signed up. Some of them are waiting for a big, but they are all children that we're going to be looking for a big.
Okay.
And we don't have a big waiting list.
Okay.
Right? It's like that.
Makes sense.
how
We
you
got
did
you there
that.
with that pause. That was perfect. Yeah.
So we don't have a ton of bigs waiting. So what happens is when a child gets through the enrollment process and they're ready to be matched, is we start looking at the bigs on our wait list. And you might think, okay, so well, Johnny has been waiting for 6 months, and then Sammy just came in, and then here's a big that comes in. Well, we're automatically going to match him with the youth that's been
Yeah,
waiting
no.
for 6 months, but we don't if they don't fit, because they have to fit. I mean, I'm always honest with people. It's a little awkward at the beginning. You know, you're looking at this kid and they're looking at you and you're like, oh gosh, what have I done?
Yeah.
But part of what we do in the enrollment process is we really get to know the little and the big, know about their interests, their personality, Sister Kid likes to run around on the playground, but this is a big that would prefer to sit inside, play games. We're not going to match them.
No,
That
they
would be a
do. They do an
disaster.
interview. Teresa's team does an interview, of course, with the adult, but also with the child. So they're hearing exactly what the kid wants. Like, I think that's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So we match based on personality and interest, and Renee, who is our enrollment coordinator, is really good at it.
She is good.
She is good at it. So she makes these matches. One of my favorite times of a brand new match was these the little and the big. They're both really interested in computers and video games and things like that. And I was at their match meeting, and said they were meeting and they were talking, and then the little turns to me and said, "He's just a grown-up version of me."
That's a beautiful match,
But that's
right?
the point.
And they are an amazing match. They really are an amazing match.
But talk about being a mentor. I mean, there's so many people that are perfectionists out there. You don't have to be perfect.
No.
Can we talk about this? Because I really want to get that stigma out of there.
Absolutely. I actually don't want you to be a big if you're perfect,
Yeah.
because that's too much for the little.
Yeah.
So I want people who can show up, who can listen, and who can be consistent. That's really what we're looking for. And most people can do that. Or, sometimes people hear role model. We want a role model.
Right, yeah. It's
I
like-
know what I'm like at home, but I can't do that. That's not it. I mean,
Just
you do
be
end up being
you.
a role model, but you end up being a role model and just living life and dealing with stuff and having fun, but also looking at the hard stuff. And it really is that showing up.
Do you have to have empathy?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's definitely helpful for sure. And you have to somewhat like kids.
Yeah.
Because especially if you go to the site base, because you end up meeting
Oh my
other
God.
kids as well.
Okay, so my little, she liked to play sports. She was like cheerleading and all that. So
Oh,
I was
good.
like, okay. So she liked to eat her lunch out on the playground
I
area.
remember
and
you
I said,
telling me
okay.
this, yeah.
So here I go, my business. This was the day I learned to ask her what you want to do next week so I could change clothes. So she has me out on the basketball court in the middle of August.
Oh, my Lanta.
First of all, I don't play basketball, and I don't like to sweat.
Yeah, no.
So I'm like, okay, so we're out on the. She's like, let's play. So we're playing. Next thing I know, she's like, Mel. I turn and look. She throws the basketball and hits me right in the face. I didn't catch
Oh,
it.
my goodness.
And she's like, oh, I think we should be done now. Let's run, because she also liked track. So it was actually Teresa that gave me a great idea. So Teresa, I don't run. Teresa goes, tell her, I'll time you.
Oh,
So that's what I did.
perfect.
But that's how I learned with your little. Make sure you ask them, like, hey, what do you want to do next week before you end up in business casual on the basketball court in the middle of August?
So what changes do you see in a lot of these children when they have mentors like that? What changes do you see in their environment and as far as like their self-esteem?
Right. Well, their self-esteem definitely goes up. Very quiet kids become more relaxed. They talk more. And for a lot of them, it impacts their grades. Sometimes we spend time on schoolwork, kind of depends on the situation, but we're not tutors. But if there's a certain, like Melanie was saying earlier, if we know that the kid is having a math issue, well, we will recommend games that they play together that will build that child's math skills without them really thinking, oh, I'm practicing math
Yeah.
here. But then all of a sudden they understand numbers better, and then they're doing better on their tests, and like, wow, but just that feeling that this person is so interested in you
Yeah.
and they're there for you, and they show up and they say they're going to show up. And if they can't make it one week because work got crazy, but they called the school and the school said, hey, your big sister can't come this week, but she'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Think how meaningful that type of thing is as an adult. It's just as meaningful to
I
kids.
remember one time my little said to me, like, I guess they had a new baby, and I was like, why do you like reading with me so much? And she's like, because there's nobody at home. And this almost made me want to cry. She said, there's nobody at home to really help me read. And you just are here just for me. I get to have someone just for me. And I was like, and it makes you really think, like, I grew up with my mom stayed home with us and all that, but not everybody has that. And it was like amazing. This little 9-year-old girl just was like happy I was sitting there hanging out and that I would bring her McDonald's and Chick-fil-A.
So then
She
I need
liked
to
that too.
ask you, Mel, like what did that do to your world? How did that change your vision of the world, if it did?
It did. It made me realize, like, okay, we have to really look at these kids, because just because they might come from a nice house or whatever, it doesn't mean that they are not going through all of that. And it really makes you wake up, and it really makes you like Because we all go through those points in our life where like, do I matter? If I didn't show up to work tomorrow, would that matter? And it really solidifies like you matter to somebody. Like, and it started to become the highlight of my week on Thursdays. I was looking forward to go see my little.
That's right. That's right.
And it's fun. So everybody, like seriously, if you have an opportunity, retired people are great. I'm putting my call to action on the community. Help Teresa. Let's get some bigs.
Yeah, so like you've seen it really change even the big's life too,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
That's cool.
Every big I've ever talked to said they feel like they got more out of it than the little.
Teresa's a big.
I'm a big.
That's awesome.
I've been matched with my little for, it'll be 3 years in March. Yeah. She's a great kid. She is a Uno card shark.
Oh, it's one of my favorite games ever.
Oh my gosh. And and so that leads, so I'll tell a little story on her. So we play, she's a card shark and she wins.
Cool.
One day, don't know what happened. I won 4 in a row.
Whoa.
Oh, you're
You should have played the
fired.
lottery that day.
Yeah. She was not happy. She wasn't happy. So I was like, hey, listen, I'm noticing this. Say something nice to me. She couldn't do it.
Really?
And I said, all right, what do I say to you when you win? Oh, good job. Great. That was good strategy. And I looked at her and she's like,
I get it.
she got it. And so it's just simple. I mean, it's not like,
Right.
but we can help teach them life skills in simple ways.
And grace.
And
yeah.
it's not necessarily, I mean, I'm not her parent.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I'm not her therapist. I'm not her teacher. I'm her friend.
Yeah.
But our friends kind of nudge us, when we're doing something that might affect how other people relate to them. And that's kind of how I put it. We'll play as long as you want. But, if you do that with some of your other friends, they might not want to play this game with you anymore. So,
Right.
and it's just pointing things out. So, it's taking our experience as adults and sharing them with kids, but not expecting anything in return, like you have to change or I'm not going to be your big. But I'm just sharing information with you that might make things easier. And I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So for somebody who's out there that's a little nervous, somebody that's like, I work so much, I am an 80-hour work
Yeah.
week, I have no time for this, but I love the program and I want to support it somehow.
Right.
What would you say to that person?
You need to take a break during that 80-hour work week and do something that takes you outside of work. And because, when I go back to work, I'm refreshed,
Interesting.
because I've had fun. I've focused on her. We also do crafts. We play cards or we do crafts. And that just lends itself to chatting. It's not like I'm staring at her like, tell me about your life.
Right,
Things
yeah.
like that. We're doing stuff.
Yeah.
And that's when the conversation happens. And so, find time to take a lunch. And if you can find time to take a lunch, you can go see a little. And that would mean the world to that little. And it can be nerve-wracking. And sometimes, I'm going to be honest, sometimes situations come up that you're like, holy cow, what do I do with this? Well, that's why we have match support specialists. So every match has their very own match support specialist. And I'm one of them. We contact her. I'll talk to the little. I'll go to the school and see the little. So how are things going? What's it like when Melanie comes to see you? And checking in, making sure everything's okay, everyone's comfortable. I'm calling the big. What's going on? Anything new? Anything you have a concern about? They say anything that took you off guard, and then I'm checking in with the parents. So that is like one of the hallmarks of Big Brothers Big Sisters is this professional match support that they get. So the bigs know if there's any concern at all, they reach out to their match support person right away.
Right away,
They
yeah.
don't have to handle it by themselves.
No.
We help them.
That's great.
Yeah. And we just started a monthly newsletter, and part of what we're doing in the newsletter is educational. And so the very first one was having trouble with your little being a bad sport based on the experience that I had. Here's some steps.
Perfect.
The next one was about gratitude. The one that just went out in December was about problem solving because, is your little going to be at home and already stressing out about being with their brothers and sisters for 2 weeks straight and looking at fights and this,
Right,
that,
right,
and the other.
right, yeah.
Let's talk to your little about how they can problem solve. And we had a problem solving wheel. So we try to do a lot that makes every big really feel confident
Yeah.
in handling a situation, or if not confident knowing that they don't have to handle it by themselves. They just call us.
Yeah.
And we work through it with them.
Like shepherds of the flock over
Absolutely.
there, right? Teresa, how can people find out more information? How can people donate as well? Where can people get connected?
So they can go to our website to donate and get more information. If they just want to read over some information, look over it. And that's bbbsstjohns.org. Or they can just call us. They can call 904-829-9999. 9986. And they can talk to me. They can talk to Renee, who I said she's our enrollment. She's the person that's going to walk them through every step of enrollment. And they can email her at rworley, WORLEY, at bbbsst.org and just ask for questions. They can go to the Big Brother Big Sisters of America national site and look at that too if they're interested. And then there's a section that says want to be a big, and you put in your zip code and you'll put in some information and we get notified when people do that. So there's a multitude of ways. But just talk to us about it. You know, if you're thinking about it, but then you're starting to second guess or you're starting to talk yourself out of it, stop. Talk to us. And you know what? It might not be the right time, and we'll help you determine that. I mean, we don't bring on people just because we need people.
Right.
We bring on people who we think are ready.
And thoroughly vet them.
And we thoroughly vet
Oh,
them.
yes.
I've had bigs tell me that they feel like their life got turned inside out. But, you know,
It's
we
a
have to make sure
process.
you're doing
Absolutely.
it for the right
It's
reason.
keeping everyone safe and sound.
Child
yeah.
safety is number one.
Yeah.
If it hurts your feelings about something, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
true, though.
We're gonna keep that child safe.
Yes.
We are going to get that wait list down. I know we're
Yes.
going to inspire some people with this
Oh,
chat.
I hope so.
Teresa, thank you for this conversation. And
one
Merry
thi-
Christmas to
Merry
you.
Christmas. and one reason to do it now is because, like, with school out, we're still working.
Yeah.
So this is a great time to get that enrollment started because we can get things really moving. And by the time school starts back in January,
You can flow and go.
Yes. So
And make
Merry
a
Christmas,
difference.
but yeah, come join us. It's just amazing.
You get to hang out with
Amazing.
Teresa.
You get to hang
Absolutely.
out with an amazing kid. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank
good.
you.
I love her.
Folks, we're going to take a quick pause with Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance. Maritime Vibe Check!
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's
there's
a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime Creative. They set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime Creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
Call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime. Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's Flashes and Brilliance, because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account.
I love that the comments.
it's like my mom.
It's like the Hallmark Channel for Maria out there. Maria says one beautiful thing, and then it's beautiful
Everybody.
to see. Everybody's got it. It's nice.
Mom,
to
you
see.
got it going on in the comments.
You're
there.
doing the most.
Yes.
She's a senior influencer.
Yeah, I got a joke.
Okay.
What is a vegan's favorite Christmas song?
Gingerbread.
Soy to the world.
That's actually funny. What is actually super celebratory is this first event here. Did you
All
hear
right.
that Diana Ross,
She's 81.
81 years young, is taking over Times Square for New Year's Rockin' Eve?
And you know what? I think it's Ryan Seacrest that does it since Dick Clark is dead.
True story. Yeah, they have
Yeah.
the Ryan Seacrest doing
The ball
it now.
drop and the things.
But the ring, the what is it? The big bull is going to drop
this-
2026. Diana Ross will headline Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve performing
I'm
live.
coming out.
I want the world to know.
Gotta let it show.
She's going to deliver a medley of hits.
Yes.
So it'll be upside down, inside out. Boy, tell me. She's so.
Oh my God,
she's
not you
she's
sounding
iconic.
like
I did
Diana
get
Ross.
to see her at the Florida theater. Right. I took Brian to go see her live. She was absolutely amazing, and she had like roses for everybody because it was on Valentine's Day. So there was a yellow rose at everybody's seat. It was so freaking cool.
Oh, that is
It was
cool.
really really special. Yeah.
So that'll be airing on ABC, and coverage starts at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I want to see Diana Ross.
Yeah.
I mean, our legends are legendary, right? I mean, she's
Yes.
like definitely still in
I
the mix.
just looked her up online. Her birthday is 2 days after mine.
Do you guys love Diana Ross? Put it in comments.
Yeah.
Let me know. Let me see.
And
Yeah.
put your favorite Diana Ross song.
Yeah. Well, so there's a true story between my relationship with Janet Jackson and Diana Ross. I had a choice as a young man to choose because I was a big like tape collector back then, and my mom was going to treat me because we were on the military base. Was it the BX?
Yeah, the exchange.
Yeah, the exchange, and like I could pick which album did I want. Was it going to be Diana Ross Working Overtime, or was it going to be Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation?
That's hard.
Which one do you think I picked?
Rhythm Nation.
Hell yeah, baby. That was the best. It still is the best album of my music, connoisseur era. I love Rhythm Nation. So that was
And
a good
her
choice.
hair, she still has all that hair.
She does have
It's
the
like-
volumes and volumes. Remember when she got arrested? She was going down the wrong side of the highway.
She had a DUI
That's
in 2022.
right. God bless her.
She was 2 times over the legal limit.
She's
so
just doing the most.
can
right?
you imagine when they took her and they arrested her and put her in the back of the police car? Do
I
you
couldn't
think
imagine.
she was singing?
How did they fit her hair in there?
I
God's
don't know.
sakes.
You think she was singing back there?
Speaking of
Probably.
singing, we also got this country superstar coming to town. Big news. A man named Dwight Yoakam.
Like egg yolkum?
Yep. Dwight Egg Yoakam is coming to St. Augustine Amphitheater in April 2026. This just got released off a press release that we got from the amphitheater. Dwight Yoakam, country music legend, like capital L legend, Grammy winner, decades-long career, jeans tighter than our production schedule. He's got a hat absolutely
He
unmatched.
does wear the big hats.
He does. He has the very big bucket hat, or not a bucket hat, cowboy hat.
Cowboy
There
hat.
it is. Doing the most. He's also known for blending traditional country with a rock and roll edge, and his fans are fiercely loyal. The kind of fans that only say things like, I've seen him 6 or 7 times, and I mean it's spirituality. All right.
So how many of you I want everybody to put in comments one Dwight Yoakam song they know.
Guitars, Cadillacs.
You only know that because Addie just played it for us.
That's all I know. That one and Fast As You is another one.
Annie, the only one I know that he did was he covered "Crazy Little Thing Called Love."
Little thing
the Queen song, yeah.
Suspicious Minds and the Elvis cover, yeah.
I don't know. Anybody know it?
It only hurts when I cry. Well, no
that
shit,
sounds like you
Dwight.
got to
I mean,
go to
it
the
happens to
doctor.
everybody.
Maybe you go to the doctor.
Turn and cough.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
That's it.
congratulations.
Go Dwight Yoakam.
Coming
Good.
to town. Apparently, tickets go on sale this Friday.
Good
Go
for
get
you,
them.
Dwight Yoakam.
Go get them. Have a nice time. All right. Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so
So free.
Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
Well, this story is crazy. Believe it or not, it was just a parking spot. This is crazy, crazy. Ready for this? You know, we're very uniquely known as parking light in downtown. We don't have a lot
We
of
have
parking.
great parking in downtown St. Augustine,
Woo.
especially
But
with
if
Night
if
Light.
This story is going to start at Ripley's, believe it or not, and somehow still manages to escalate because this week a disagreement over a parking spot at Ripley's parking lot allegedly turned into a full-blown standoff when an engineer decided the appropriate response from mild inconvenience was pulling a knife.
That 2 + 2 does not equal 4 right now, guys.
Okay. The story is absolutely crazy. So the situation unfolded during a heated exchange over who deserved this particular parking spot, proving once again that nothing ignites human emotion faster than parking tourists in this tourist town, especially near Ripley's, where logic already left the building. Police were called, things were de-escalated, and no one was injured, thank God. But for a brief moment, a family-friendly attraction became a backdrop for a scene that felt less, believe it or not, more like absolutely not.
Guys, authorities responded quickly and were able to resolve the situation without injuries. No tourists were harmed, and
Right.
the situation did not escalate further. Police emphasized that conflicts over parking should never turn threatening.
So, you want me to paint the picture for you?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. So, the parking lot is completely full. So just think of any kind of like generic parking lot in your mind right now. And they see somebody coming out of the museum. And so this tourist couple, like they put their blinker on saying they're going to grab the spot after the person backs up. That's normal behavior, right?
Yeah, but why did keep going?
So then the person that was leaving the museum pulls out. Homeboy is an engineer at Ripley's. He pulls in like right there, like ahead of the
Well,
blinker people. Didn't go very well. Blinker people got really fussy about it.
Do you know what?
They parked their car in front of his car. He starts to get agitated. He comes over with a pocket knife. Granted, it's a pocket knife, but he still has it in his hand. And so it was kind of threatening the people. So then, long story short, it de-escalates. The police arrive. He throws the pocket knife on the ground, gets arrested, bada bing, bada
But
boom.
I will tell you, do you know what aggravates me? Like,
Tell me.
one, when somebody snakes your parking space.
Right.
But number two, when you have those people who sit in the middle, when it's like you go this way or this way, it goes both ways. They sit directly in the freaking middle with their blinker on, and the person is not even at their car yet. Now you're blocking the whole freaking lane.
Yeah, but I want that spot. I'm with those people. Like, I'm going to get that spot. But you're saying don't be in the middle
Yeah,
there?
don't be in the middle. Go circle around.
You can't. Then you're going to lose that moment.
Well, then pick a side.
Yeah,
don't
pick a
sit in
side.
the middle of both of the coming and going ways.
That I'll agree with you with. Well, homeboy now obviously is jobless.
Like, seriously, like what?
He took that way too far. Like, it's
Well,
just
the
a parking
holidays,
spot.
I think, make people crazy.
Well, and he was trying to say, like, that's his reserved parking spot. And they were like, where's the sign? Like, we see nothing. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's
Unbelievable.
insane.
Speaking of insane, listen, from sweaters to shrapnel, a Palaka grenade story. What?
Well, it's Palaka, so.
I'm telling you, this week, someone walked into a Goodwill thinking, yes, this belongs in the donation pile. And when they handed over was not just a sweater, not a lamp, not a bread maker, but it was a box of things. And inside of it was an active grenade, a real one, which means someone out there, they
Just had this hanging around.
I think-
doesn't everybody have a random grenade hanging around their house?
Let's be devil's advocate. I'm going to hopefully to believe in this inspirational story that maybe someone had passed and they were cleaning out the house.
Like a military person?
Like, yeah, it was like maybe it was like grandpa's, man drawer, and
Okay.
just kind of threw everything in the box. Maybe not the man drawer, but just threw everything in the box and donated it at Goodwill. And sure enough, the unpackers, they were not unpacking in the front, it was in the back. They come across this grenade.
Can you imagine being the Goodwill person? The donation center had to be evacuated.
Unbelievable.
Police were called. The bomb squad showed up. The grenade was safely removed. No
Yeah.
one was hurt. But imagine being the Goodwill employee whose shift started pricing jeans and ending up explaining to law enforcement why there's an explosive that was just donated.
I mean, I'm glad they took the measures they took on this.
So now let me ask you this. Maybe someone in comments knows. So if that were to happen and you find like a live, situation like that, like, can it be traced back to you even if you're like, I have no idea how this got here?
Probably.
They have ID serial numbers on
just
them,
like
don't
a
they?
gun or like anything else. I'm
Right?
sure. Yeah.
Do grenades
I mean,
have
I'm sure
serial
someone's
numbers?
going to be held accountable for this because they do also keep a log of like who's
Oh,
donating
here
and
we
things,
go.
right?
Authorities confirmed the grenade was real, not a replica.
Okay.
The item was discovered during routine sorting. So officials reminded the public that weapons and explosive and devices should never be donated.
I
We
mean,
have
it
to
could
tell
have been
people
an
this.
innocent mistake. I'm kind of
I
thinking
think
that
it
it was,
was,
but that's
but-
scary though. To think that could actually wind up on a shelf, like someone thought it. What if they thought it was
What
a
if
toy?
it was like a little kid that thought it was a toy and pulled
like
the thing?
I want to be GI Joe, and then sure enough, it's GI Joe. No.
GI, no.
Yeah. Ooh.
No.
Well, you're not going to find a grenade is on Old Town
Well,
Trolley.
I
God
don't
bless.
know.
Yeah. Seriously.
Ding, ding.
Sit back and relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on and off reboarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com.
Do.
Guys, it is the holiday time, and some of our favorite movies are going to be circulating throughout TV.
What's your favorite holiday movie?
It's this one, which is Home Alone, is what I want to talk about today. It's a cultural agreement, a collective nod that says, yes, it's still funny. Yes, we still quote it. And yes, that same scream, still works.
But here's the wild part. The movie wasn't crafted in some cozy Hollywood snow globe.
No.
It was scrappy, it was
was.
chaotic, and it was almost abandoned mid-production like Kevin at the airport. The studio dropped it. The budget was tight. The team had to move fast, think smarter, and trust their instinct. The iconic house wasn't a fake set. It was real. A real family, a real staircase, real adults agreeing to let strangers turn their home into slapstick comedy obstacle course.
So listen to these. These are behind the scenes tidbits and facts about this movie. Like you said, the movie was originally produced by Warner Brothers, but the studio dropped it mid-production, citing budget concerns. But then what happened after that?
20th Century Fox picked it up and allowed filming to continue without interruption.
So the iconic McAllister house is a real home in Illinois, and I believe it's an Airbnb now.
Yeah, you can
actually
they
rent
set
it
it up.
out.
The owner set it up to look like the set.
That's really, really cool. That's awesome. Interior films, or what was that?
Where are we? Interior scenes were filmed at a local high school gym where the crew built a full replica of the house's interior.
Nice.
Most of Kevin's traps were designed to feel like cartoon violence rather than realistic danger.
I was always like interested in how they actually wrote this script because, yeah, the violence in the movie is more slapstick and it's
not
more
real.
more comedic than it was if it was real, if it was written to be like a little bit more
Yeah.
dark. But then Joe Pesci was also, listen to this, on the set. He was instructed to not fully yell. You would never pass, Mel. To not
would never.
fully yell at Kevin or at Macaulay Culkin to avoid scaring
Yeah.
him. So he only had to play more slapstick, kind of funny there.
Yeah, Pesci's character Harry was written to be mean but not terrifying.
Yeah.
And Daniel Stern's scream after stepping on the nail was real but exaggerated for comedic effect.
Yeah, remember the spider scene?
Yes.
Well, he said he would only do it if it could get removed digitally after they filmed it, so they could see his like authentic, scared face.
I don't want a spider on my face. Don't do
Oh
that.
my God, I would not want that either. But yeah, this is so many like cool little things. Home Alone became one of the largest or highest grossing comedies of its time. If you guys loved Home Alone, which I know you did, put something in the comments. I want to see who loved that movie.
I liked Home Alone. I think we
know.
all did.
I think I still do to this day. I even liked the second one too when they went to New York. That was
No.
another fun. You don't like that one? The Pigeon Lady?
I'll tell you, I'm not a big sequel person. It better be pretty damn good for a sequel for me to like
I'd
a sequel.
love for you to think about a sequel that you loved.
Grease 2.
Ew.
I
get
know.
outta
I really
here.
love Cool
Yeah, good.
Rider.
Yeah, cool your ass. Here we go. Daddy, I'm getting a heart. This is a moment that changed Ava's life forever.
That took a weird turn.
This story stopped us in our tracks. It's about 11-year-old Ava Cooper, a brave kid from Ohio whose journey was almost unimaginable. She was born with several serious heart defects, and Ava spent more than 200 days in the hospital at Cleveland Clinic's Children waiting for a heart transplant. It began when she was just days old and her first open heart surgery at 6 days of age. Over the years, she had multiple surgeries to keep her going, but in 2024, her condition worsened and developed heart failure.
During the long hospital stay over 8 months, Ava and her family worked so hard to make life normal. They had Sunday dinners, Halloween celebrations, and even a father-daughter dance recreated in her hospital room so she wouldn't miss out by being hospitalized. Her care team brought joy and routine into those long days. That's real love in action.
Then came March 2025, the moment they've been waiting for. A donor was found. A surgeon whispered the news to Ava, and she got to be she got to be the one who told her parents on a video call with 4 words. No family ever forgets. Daddy, I'm getting a heart.
Aw, her dad, Sean Cooper, said at the moment was overwhelming. Relief, joy, and gratitude all wrapped together. The transplant was performed successfully in March, but after some recovery, she finally went home.
That's amazing.
Her own room, her own dog waiting for her, and now she's building up strength every day. Looking forward to going back to school, art projects, and just being a kid.
Medical teams explain that pediatric heart transplants are complex and waiting for lists can be long because donor hearts are rare, especially for children. Innovations in care transplant medicine continue to improve outcomes, but stories like Ava's still depend on generosity of people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What a great story, though. Can you imagine being like the family to get that phone call from your kid who's still a baby and it's like, Daddy, I'm getting a heart for Christmas. I love it. Oh, well, you also are going to get these Hey Girl, Hey horoscopes holiday edition. What? Here we go. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini on deck
That's
today.
me.
Aries, you're the sparkler in the snow, bold, electric, and impossible to dim. Your food oracle.
Oh, this is new.
Your food oracle is saying you need some time this week to try a spiced hot cocoa with chili, warmth with attitude. Okay.
Interesting.
I would be down for that, like a little
Spiced
chili,
hot
like a
cocoa.
little chili pepper, like.
Oh, I was thinking chili.
Oh, you're
like,
thinking like soupy
I'm like, you
chili.
want hot chocolate with chili?
No, like a little chili pepper, like
Oh,
it
that
adds
would
a
be
little,
good, yeah.
little bit of heat there. Or
Of
you
course
can
you
go
did
to
this.
Spice and Tea Exchange and get that Daddle Honey.
Yeah.
Holiday luck song.
course you
Listen
did
to
this.
this week. All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey. You need to play it one time. I love the song. I don't give a shit what anybody says. It's a great song. It is wonderful. It was written in 45 minutes. Power accessory, red velvet gloves.
Okay.
Ooh. I lead with fire and I attract celebration. Taurus.
Sometimes.
Here's Tiffany.
Yep.
You're the candlelit table. Everyone gathers around, steady, indulgent, and grounding. Your holiday food is brown butter mashed potatoes. Ooh, that
I love
sounds
mashed
real good. I
potatoes.
love some brown butter. Holiday luck song. You got to listen to it to get some good luck. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by Frank Sinatra.
Oh, that's cute.
This song invites abundance, ease, and cozy prosperity. Your power accessory is a gold chain belt over knitwear. Affirmation is, I receive joy without rushing it.
Interesting.
Gemini, you're the holiday group. Chat in human form. Witty, curious, sparkling everywhere. Your holiday food is gingerbread biscotti. Ooh, I love that. Playful and crunchy. Your holiday luck song, you gotta listen to this for some good luck. Jingle Bell Rock, Bobby
Oh, that's
Helms.
fun.
The song sharpens your charm and opens doors through conversation and connection. Statement earrings that move when you talk, and your words create magic.
Here's your list of obscure holiday song facts.
Let's get into
White
it.
Christmas. It became the best-selling single in history, partly due to World War II
What is
soldiers.
it? White Christmas?
White
Okay.
Christmas.
Yeah, not yellow. You don't want to eat the yellow snow. No.
Troops wrote letters begging radio stations to play it because it reminded them of home. It was covered by Michael Bublé, Kelly Clarkson, The Drifters, and Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh, nice.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah, good one.
It was sung by the Tony the Tiger's voice, and he never got credit.
Get out of Dodge. I never
So
knew
the
that.
guy who did Tony the Tiger sung this song, but he never got credit.
No way.
Yep, his name is Thurl Ravenscroft.
Good
and
for you, Thurl.
He wasn't listed on the film critics, so Dr. Zeus sent a personal apology letter to correct the mistake. It has been covered by...
Better have a check with that too,
It
sugar,
has been
right?
covered by Pentatonix, Tyler, the Creator in 2018, and Jordan Smith.
Wow.
Carol of the Bells is actually a Ukrainian spring song.
Carol of the Bells.
Dun, da, 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 that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dung, dung, along, dung,
That
dung,
one.
along, dung, dung, along.
It was originally Skryroderic, I can't pronounce that, a folk chant celebrating abundance and the new year on the Ukraine's old calendar.
Sheshedrick.
So there you go, friends.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
I do like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
You
They're
know,
very
have
intense.
you ever seen them live?
No, I want to.
My friend is the keyboardist, and they tour all around the world right now in this time.
They're so intense.
I wanna
see it in person.
But the coolest people, they're super, super chill. I got to meet them one day. I got to interview them. They're
Fancy,
super
you
fun.
fancy.
I know, baby, right? Okay, real quick, we got to get into this sunshine shenanigans because I'm sick of cheap-ass people. Here we go. The legend of Rita Pendexter and the ghost of Christmas cheap. Gather around,
We're
sonnies.
gathering. We're gathering today, apparently.
Today's tale comes from Charlotte, North Carolina, where Rita survived a childhood so thrifty it deserves its own museum exhibit. Mel, your nerve is about to be tested.
Oh, my nerve, like Colleen says.
Rita's grandmother was not cheap. Cheap implies restraint. This woman practiced aggressive financial wizardry, okay? Example 1. Christmas 2012. Rita unwraps a gift, and there it is, the Bible on VHS. Not DVD, not Blu-ray, VHS in 2012. Not even Goodwill had a VCR, right? Oh my God. So no one in the house owned a VCR, but spiritually, Grandma felt this gift was timeless, much like rotary phones and casseroles with raisins. My mother's out there, oh, that's so nice. It was very nice. We'll keep going. Then there was a guitar. A beautiful Christmas morning surprise. Rita was 10 years old. When she opened it, the angels sang, dreams were born. Then Grandma hit her with an invoice. Yes! She made her pay for the guitar back for her own Christmas present. Somewhere between learning the chords and learning math, Rita learned capitalism. But wait, the gumball machine. This is the one that really was like, I gotta bring it to Sonny's today. Grandma gives Rita a bright, magical gumball machine.
That's fun.
Filled with candy that had absolutely seen some things.
Oh, that's not fun.
Expired things. There's nothing worse than an expired gumball.
Oh.
Candy with a backstory, but here's the twist. Grandma kept the key. So every time Rita would put a coin in there, Grandma's saying, that money is mine to pay back what I bought you.
Stop. That is so funny.
Then the crown jewel of the story, the Sistine Chapel of Stingingness, a cooking pan set when Rita was older and got her first apartment, wrapped, gifted, cherished. She's like, okay, what's Grandma going to give there?
What's the catch now?
Egg residue in the frying pan.
Stop.
That was from the last time Grandma used the frying pan. This was not a regifting. This was active duty cookware she decided to give her. So remember, Sonnies, if you get a gift this holiday season that you don't care for, I want you to remember our poor Sonny Rita over in North Carolina, who has to endure these Christmas follies of Grandma's cheap ass.
Guys, I cannot.
I couldn't do it. Oh my God.
Oh,
crazy.
Geez. Oh, and today's snack attack disaster.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. We got to talk about today's entree. Okay, this is coming from Angela from St. Augustine South.
Okay.
I made lasagna for Christmas Eve. It looked incredible. Then I cut into it and it became soup.
Oh my!
A
You're
beautiful,
doing it wrong.
meaty soup.
God, you got to let it sit.
Angela, lasagna is not meant to cry.
She's not
It's
letting
not.
it
That's
sit.
pathetic.
She's trying too hard.
You got to let it rest 20, 30 minutes before cutting it.
She needs to do
Sauce
stove
should be
first.
thick. Sauce should be thick,
Yeah.
not watery. And too much ricotta cheese, structural failure.
You gotta let it sit a little bit, especially if you're doing spinach in it. You gotta make sure that spinach
You
is
gotta
dry.
dry the spinach out.
God's sakes. So my hack on that,
can't.
because I'm a lasagna making specialist, I would definitely get frozen spinach.
Yeah, for her.
Yeah, and let that thaw out. No, seriously, and then wrap some paper towels around it. You want to really absorb that moisture. Anyway, I
I
mean,
think she
yeah.
should never try this again. She should just go buy a pre-made one.
She should make that. I will give you that approval.
or order
yeah.
from a restaurant.
Don't even try.
Just stop.
Stinker.
She probably uses ragu sauce too.
Ew, I can't. But Sonny's, what I can say is that is our beautiful show today. Thank you for showing up and showing out. And we had such an amazing interview with Teresa Andrews.
Yes.
So much fun. But listen, tune in 3 o'clock today. The band is back together. We're going to have Adalway and Christina back in for Addie's Reddit
Yes.
Rundown Report. We've also got Is This News? You get some news stories that we're going to be sharing. We love you guys. Please, please, please hit that share button. And we will see you back at 3 o'clock.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Sonnies.